Hey everyone, Sean with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Hope everyone's having a phenomenal Sunday afternoon. I figure I'd take some time to, talk about probably one of the biggest roll find discoveries so far this year. Okay, so this, it's fine using his name. So Eric reached out to me to talk about his little score here. I think it's more than a little bit little. Even it took my breath away because what he had found usually doesn't happen with anyone trying to find one. All right, so Eric had went to the bank to purchase quarter rolls. I think he was probably going for the West Point coins. And come to find out that when he got there, they didn't have exactly what he wanted. As a matter of fact, someone had just turned in 5 customer wrapped rolls of quarters. Okay, and then these kind of stuck out like a sore thumb for whatever reason. So Eric went ahead and picked those up. So 5 rolls. All right. First thing you notice that there was a couple enders that had, here's my mouse pointer, a couple silvers, 90%. So pre-1965 silvers were certainly in there. He also got a little bit of dimes. Found a few 90%ers, and then there's that one Canadian sneaky up there. So that kind of rounds out what usually for a lot of people would be the most interesting part of this recent pickup at the bank. But he also found some Bicentennial quarters. Okay, so he is out here on the West Coast region. I'm going to keep his location rather private. But Eric found a few of these Bicentennials all on their own. They're not worth a whole lot, but they are kind of like one, a modern day commemorative of sorts that preceded the state quarter program by 23 years. So today the Drummer Boy Bicentennial quarter is one of the neatest, most iconic quarters that you could find in change today. Okay, but that's not even the beginning of the story. The coins in themselves, based off of what you're seeing on screen, all right, these are circulated coins. All right, they're worth a quarter. So I could tell you this much. If you just look at the images, you see these coins in your hand, and you just go ahead and either, keep them for your collection because they're neat. They got the dual date design on them, or you go ahead and throw them back, send them back to the bank. Okay, that's your prerogative. But you guys know that when you're on Blue Ridge Silverhound, we do it right. Okay, there's got to be something noteworthy in these Bicentennial quarters, specifically the Denver minted examples. Now, I've talked about this one on a number of occasions. I even did one big video about Bicentennial quarters, that there is one huge, probably the best variety that you could find in modern U.S. quarters, and that's going to be the doubled die obverse FS101 variety. All right, this is a coin that I've touted as, if you found it, you've made $300, $400, $500, sometimes $1,000 if it's in mint state condition. Well, what happens if you find 5 of them out of 5 rolls? Pretty incredible, right? So Eric had found 5 of these huge doubled dies where most people can't even find one. It doesn't matter if they search through $1,000 in quarters or $10,000 in quarters. My man Eric over here found 5 examples of the FS101, one of the most valuable modern day doubled dies within the U.S. quarter series. Furthermore, it's on the Bicentennial. Okay, this is a chase coin for a lot of people. So finding 5 is extraordinary, just flat out. These coins are highly sought after, very coveted within the coin hobby community. All right, so I have a close-up. These are all images provided by Eric himself. A lot of your doubling is going to be on the word Liberty on the front of the coin. All right, so you can plainly see a lot of doubling on each one of the devices of Liberty, and then you have the neat notching, the very strong notching. I would probably get under a magnifier, a loop, to take a look at the actual doubling. It will take your breath away, and it's easiest to see that way. But you can see the clearly defined splitting separation line between each doubling. It is phenomenal. All right, here's another close-up of ERTY and Liberty. Again, you see it clear as day. A very strong, a very notable double die for the Washington Quarter Series. It's fantastic. Here's a super close-up. A little grainy, but that's fine. I think we can all agree that this is an incredible discovery, for 5 pieces out of 5 rolls. I mean, we're batting 1,000 here, Eric, so it's outstanding. Another close-up, B and E in Liberty. The closer you get, just the more you're in awe and shock about this particular double die. Okay, there's nothing else like it. Going back probably to 1970. Okay, 70, 71, you have some pretty nice double dies. But since then, there's really not a whole lot out there. So this one, the 76 Denver Bicentennial Quarter, is the one that you should be looking at under a magnifier every single time. All right, because if you toss these back or you don't take a second look at them, you're going to be throwing away hundreds of dollars. All right, so Eric, upon discovery of all these coins, decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and send it off to PCGS. All 5 coins came back a couple days ago, as a matter of fact, and he even got the PCGS True Views, which they were able to do on each one of the coins. I wanted to take some time to share the individual grades of each coin, all right, because for all 5 coins, and then keep in mind, okay, Eric doesn't just, he's not satisfied with just a 5. He also found some other coins. We're going to talk about a bonus coin after all the 5 that we've, talked about in terms of the grade and the appearance. But we also have a bonus coin that he graciously sent my way that I'm going to share with you. And again, this is a testimony of being determined, being able to go out there, search for these coins regardless. Okay, we're in the middle of a pandemic, but does that stop Eric? No. He is pounding the pavement. He's going to the banks. He's being observant. All right. So the first coin that we have here, the cert number ends in 4487. Okay, this one is a little bit of a heartbreaker. Okay, but I wanted to tell you that this particular example graded PCGS AU details. Okay, so somewhere around here it's a problem coin. The details code came back as 98 damaged. All right, so Eric was able to see this particular coin better up close, and come to find out it was probably at one point a roll ender. So it's got a little bit of the roller marks right here in the fields. And that's what I can see personally as what gave this coin the grade it did. Okay, so even though it's an AU details with that little minor roller mark on there, okay, this is a coin that's a few $100s at least, because of what it is. So the next coin, every image looks the same, for crying out loud. So the next coin right here is a beauty, but it's also a stumper, and you'll see why here. This one graded PCGS AU55. However, Eric had mentioned, and I see it, and probably you guys see it, there's a pretty nice little scratch right here on the base of Washington's bust. But yet it graded cleanly. Okay, I guess, compared to the coin that we just looked at, this one right here probably might have gotten the details grade, while the other one probably passed with flying colors in spite of that little scuff in the field. I don't know. All right, this possibly could be more along the line of a bag mark from another coin hitting up against it, and that's why they gave the extra consideration for this coin. But this one is super lustrous. It's a great looking coin. Double die obverse FS101, of course. That's the name of the game. AU55. Okay, this coin right here is probably somewhere in that $350 to $450 range. Probably this one, maybe a little bit on the lower side because of that little scratch on the bust right here. But the next coin is also an AU55, rated by PCGS, and this one is straight up clean. This is the best out of the 5 examples that he submitted. This undoubtedly is your more expensive coin out of the 5 submitted. All right, so this is probably in that $400 to $450 range. Simply incredible. Just incredible find. Again, even without the close-up views, you can see a lot of the doubling in Liberty. This thing is absolutely amazing. But this is the best out of the 5 submitted. Alright, so the next one here is a PCGS AU50. Alright, still an attractive looking coin. This one definitely has a little bit more of the high wear that you would expect for the grade, but there is enough luster to carry the AU grade instead of it bumping down to XF. But this one, very nice, very strong looking coin. This one right here, you're probably looking at $300 to $350 range. Same with the other as well. So, pretty nice coin. And then the final of the 5 is another AU50 by PCGS. This one is a nice, pleasing example, and you know, it's remarkable that every single coin in the batch graded about uncirculated across the board. So this one right here, again, we're talking about the same dollar value. It's a very clean, presentable example that shows the doubled die really strong on there. So it's a great grade. Okay, you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get a coin that is not quite nearly as expensive as the one that sold like a few years back for $3,200. I believe that one was a mid-state 66. But you also, you know, you're not getting a coin that's all beat to crap. You know, you're getting a coin that has lots of luster left, and the devices are strong, and it's not gummed up with grease and dirt. Okay, so every single example, even the details graded example at the beginning of the 5 coins, just bar none, this is a really nice little hoard that Eric had found. Congratulations, sir. You know, by the time it's all said and done, we're talking, you know, about a group of coins that's in that, you know, $1,500 to $1,700 range. But wait, there's more. All right, if you think this is phenomenal, there is one other coin that, you know, one more amazing find. And that's right, it's going to be frosting on an already sweet cake. Just don't feed it to your kids, or else you're going to have to deal with them bouncing off the walls. But this particular coin right here, boom, there you go. High Leaf 2004D Wisconsin State Quarter. He sent this one into, it came back AU50. You know, it's circulated, well loved. But you're talking about another coin that, you know, is desirable in the market because of what it is. All right, between the low leaf and the high leaf, it's great to just kind of find that little bonus ball kind of find, and this was it for these 5 rolls. Okay, so this is probably the one first part to this whole story. I'm going to do another video on Eric's other finds regarding West Point quarters. Oh my God, you're not going to believe what he found. It's probably a unique one-off error that you wouldn't even find on any other West Point quarter. I mean, this thing will take your breath away. It will knock your socks off. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably do that midweek sometime. Again, Eric, thank you, sir, for allowing me to display your images. It was a lot of fun to talk about, and thank you for the purchase. I actually purchased one of the AU50 DDOs. Okay, so yes, in case you're wondering, I do buy certain coins. I don't buy all coins because I get a lot of comments, emails, and questions and things like that about, hey, I got this, can you buy it? I'm very selective because right now I'm putting together type sets, and there's certain sets I'm putting together. There's certain coins on my personal hit list that I am also looking for. The 76D double die obverse has been on my list for probably 8-9 years since I moved to the area that I'm at now. So Eric, thank you, sir, for the transaction. Smooth, seamless as always. Guys, take a page out of Eric's book. Go ahead and, get some rolls of your favorite coin. Because people don't have as much money because they're either furloughed or they just need the extra money because hours are tight with this thing going on, that you better believe that there is opportunity out there today to find some really big things and take advantage of it. Make some money in the process while we're all home, right? So, everyone, thank you for watching. As always, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for instant notifications. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. It was a true pleasure to talk about this group of wonderful, wonderful discoveries straight from the bank. That's right. It's out there. So, Coinaholics, we are discovering together. Take care. Have a great day. Have fun with the hobby. And I hope to hear your success story here soon. Bye-bye.